Hello, Lily. Oh, well, I went to sleep early and now can't go back to sleep. How you doing tonight? Yeah, phone woke me up. Man, I was asleep so hard that I didn't even. You ever wake up when you don't know where you're at? Yeah, I saw that. Gonna be 29 again, huh? Oh, oh, she devil. Yeah, I went to sleep early. She devil, and then got damn phone woke me up, and then I couldn't go back to sleep. She devil's birthday too, huh? Hell, I hadn't been on in a couple of days. I thought, well, heck with it, I'll come on for a little while anyway. Party time, huh? I didn't say potty, I said party. Hey, y'all got any special plans laid out? I may have an interesting live here before too long. Hello, Rango. I got to watch some folks, and they may come on over, get on panel with me. But for the last 10 years, they've been on the road and working, and they worked Amberline and the bee harvest, uh, gate garden, and they, they've done a little bit of everything. Campground host. Well, you spent the night in the bus yet? What are you doing? What's the first thing you're doing to your bus, Tree Devil? Oh, okay. Hello, Linda. Oh, you cleaning it out? Okay. Well, I like the way that bus is laid out. That ought to be just about the right size. Are you gonna try to finish it out all the way before you hit the road, She Devil, or are you gonna do some of it on the road, or what you got in mind? Tingo? Oh, okay. Well, two people makes a lot of difference. I thought we had somebody new come in here for a minute, Linda. Well, what are all y'all doing up? Hmm. Okay. You got everything else pretty well ready to go on it, Linda? went to sleep early and got woke up. Now I can't go back to sleep. Yeah, I'm getting to hit the road again for a few days. Well, the weather finally starting to straighten out there, Linda? Oh, she devil, if you got any place in particular you want to go first, that's a one I always like to ask people. You've been working on a swimming pool forever. Mm. Well, that's a good one to wake up to, Lilia. When did that happen? People don't realize how much work a damn swimming pool is. I'm on one. I won't never own another one. Mm. If I was ever gonna set up a home base and I wanted something like that, I might put a jacuzzi in. I think I might enjoy that. Is it above ground? She devil? Hmm. Be a hell of a lot. Be a hell of a lot easier to take care of a hot tub or jacuzzi than a pool. There's quite a few people there. It's still snowing up north in so many places, though. There's a lot of them are still. They haven't headed out. Usually here in Texas, boy, you see the RV blowing through all day long, you know. But it hasn't been that way this year. Good night, Lillian. Have a good one. Yeah, I heard somebody else say that some of them no shoulders were showing up. I'm surprised they don't kill more than they do around quartzsite. I know here it gets cool and they will den up, but they get a hot day, well, they'll be out sunning outside the den. If it's under 50, you don't have to worry about them too much. They're so slow moving that you can get away from them. That's the only thing I worry about Rocky going out there because he got to check everything out. We got a lot of copperheads around here, but so far I don't think Rocky got hit. Something hit him on the nose one time, but he didn't swell up, so he did some flips getting away from it though. Rocky just cares about everything. You know, it's funny if they get bit on the head, well, I usually make it. If they get bit in the side, well, that's when they don't do good. We used to have an old a pocket terrier and something else mixed. About once a month, you'd see him. His old head would be all swelled up. He'd go find him some mud, and crawl in it, and lay there for a day or two, get out. That was a rattlesnake killing dog. Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's out there like it is here that they got their dens they hang out around. I've got some bad rattlers out there, sidewinders, and that what's the name of that little snake? Mojave. Mojave's a bad dude. I don't know. It may be. It's pretty late. I can say I haven't been on here much lately. Used to. I was the only one on. Well, now there's 4 or 5 of them on. Hello, MLW. I'm thinking covers some country too, Linda. We've got a few rattlesnakes around this country. Not bad though. You don't see them very often. But the only time you see them is usually about this time of year. They get run over crossing the road when they getting out of them dens and traveling to their summer area. Yeah, yeah. That's the reason I sort of backed off of lives. I'm working on a bunch of videos that I'm gonna start doing some of them more. I enjoy the lives though. And two, this thing will drop off some more. Uh, Summertime gets here and everybody gets busy. Well, people get on the live list. Here it won't be long before Friday night and Saturday night will be the slowest nights in the week on the live. ML, you been doing any fishing? Or is it still too cold up there? Yeah, I didn't realize that one got that big. Florida was the one with the big rattlesnake. That eastern diamondback in Florida, 8 footer ain't nothing. Down here we got the western diamondback. They get really big ones, 7 foot, and I understand they've got the 12 footers out there in Florida. I noticed today Lola came on and said they weren't going to have it Lollapalooza this year. She's run that thing for 5 years. I mean, she's tired of it. I'm just gonna have to wait and see if anybody else picks it up. She said if somebody else wants to run it, she'd help them. But yeah, don't run them rattlesnakes over. You get them fangs in your tire, or it flip one up on the side of your car. Most of the time, Little Blues is pretty laid back. I met a lot of people when I went to that thing. I get something different, Linda. I figured somebody messing with me, they're giving somebody else a rest. It don't really matter to me much. Well, that's where I met Badge and Blind Muse and Strong's Adventures and a bunch of them. Sugar Gal and C Dub. Yeah, sometimes people's personalities just don't gel. But there were a lot of nice people there. I've missed Dee's meetup. I have never made that one. I think I'd enjoy that. Yeah, there's always something going on. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. That's sort of like this one. There's just no drama on this channel. I just ain't gonna put up with it. Life too complicated already. I'm trying to think of that other gal that was on there. I think she got off YouTube. I found a little old trailer today that was the neatest little thing. The it's the back, the door is in the very back end. Man, that thing was laid out sweet. It was a little trailer. It was 13.5 foot. But it had a full shower, a full bath, a big ice box, and I don't know how they got all that stuff in there. I'm real cautious about doing that. I got to know somebody pretty good. I got a couple people I want to. I don't know if I'll stay in their driveway. I stay pretty close to them. Yeah, if everything works out, well, I may try to go to Oregon, that meet up there. Hope Paul and Badge make it. I met Badge once, but I didn't really know him then. Well, that was a little Palooza. Or be Joey. I haven't seen that name in a while. I've been there before. I just like to go to that meet up. There's a lot of people up there I like to meet. Hell, I'd like to meet Gina. Who's Gina? I didn't think Gina came down to Quartzsite. Well, it is not much further for you than it is for me, she though. I think it's a couple thousand miles from me. Hello, Janice from Oz. How you doing, girl? I figure it'd take me about 4 days to get up there. Oh no, picking a head out, huh, gal? Hell, I went and bought me another crock pot today and some more junk. Got some stuff that I'm gonna pick up some stuff that I'm gonna try pickling some of them quail eggs. See how I like them. You ought to be Virginia. You ought to be better than 2,000 miles. Yeah, oh yeah. No, I don't think I have. The only trouble with that camp goer is like from here to El Paso, 700 miles, and going the other way, it's about 500 miles to hit the border. Texas is so damn big. You're going to run around in Texas for your lifetime and never run into somebody. Well, I've got a reason for wanting to go back up there. I've been through that country a bunch of times, but there's some places I'd like to stop and spend a little time at. And I want to go back to Idaho and Montana, come back down through that way. Yeah, that's like Crystal, the one that got the green van. She lives in the Rio Grande City, and that's about, mm, that's probably 400 miles. I'm sitting just about the center of Texas, close as you can get to the middle. The only trouble with where most people come through Texas, they either come through on 40 or 10, and you don't see any of the pretty parts of Texas doing that. Texas got some neat places. I always thought Colorado was beautiful, and but that road that runs up the border of Idaho and Montana, yeah, I mean Waco. The, I think that's the prettiest stretch of road I ever been on, and there's a lot to do on it. They got opal mines and ruby mines, all kind of stuff that you can go in there and do. How come? How come 10 scares you? Lord, I've run 10 from one end to the other several times. Oh, it is. It's beautiful up through there. Yeah, they built all the roads, Janice, and the mountains to where you don't have many passes to go over. Most of it down in the bottom of the canyons where they built the roads right along the creeks and stuff in the bottom. And you'll hit a pass once in a while you have to go over. Wyoming's one of them funny states. The eastern side is desert. The western side, now there's some pretty country. Mm. And the only place that really gets close to Mexico is around El Paso. Mm. Well, I'm the same way, Janice. I think I'm 200 and something feet above sea level. But if you're just driving and you're going over them passes, it doesn't bother you. You get out and start walking around. One time, there's a pass on 50 called Monarch Pass, and it's about 11, 12,000 feet. And there was a store right on top of that pass, and me and my wife stopped there, and we're going to go in that store. And I walked about halfway to that store and told her, I said, "Ooh, I can't breathe. I got to go." Yeah, well, you got that. Texas Mexico border, it got pretty rough places. And if they'd leave them alone, they could stop it, but they won't leave them alone. I don't ever go through Phoenix. I always cut off on, what is it, 84? Something like that, and go around it. Phoenix just a big old town. I don't run the lower half of 10 very often in Texas. I'll usually come down, hit 20, and then go across the DFW, cut down to where I live. Yeah. Well, Phoenix is just a mean ass town, too. The crime rate there is pretty high. No, we drive on the right side of the road. Y'all drive on the wrong side. That's hard to get used to. Whew. 40 pretty around Flagstaff. I was the same way. First time I got in the country that drove on the opposite side of the road, it freaked you out for a while. Like, what is that idiot doing in my lane? Well, I've drove 10 a many a time, never have had any trouble at all. I bet. I tell you what, the wildest ride I ever took pulling them campers was from Flagstaff to Phoenix. I got in that first mountain pass, what was it, 17? And we got up on top of that pass and I stopped to check the brakes on my truck on that 1 ton. And the brakes went out I was pulling a 40-foot fifth wheel, had electric brakes on it, and they went out. And I had to pull that big ass camper all the way to Phoenix through them mountains with no brakes. You sound like my cousin. Damn, she can't get into town without going to a thrift store, Goodwill, or someplace. Yeah, I wish 17's got some passes on it, some grades on it. No, it's not. I'm pretty country down through there. Yeah, I got looking at a map the other day about how if I went to Oregon, how I was going to go, and I'd like to cover some new country too that I haven't been to much. But if I keep horse trading around, I may wind up with a new pickup and a new rig too, a new camper too. Sort of wheeling and dealing on some of them right now. Hmm. Y'all got some pretty high passes there, don't you? Yeah, 6% grade is a pretty good grade too, especially with no brakes. That was one time I was glad that 1 ton of mine I had a standard transmission in it. I'm gonna have to let Rocky in a minute. Mm. Didn't Queensland have a lot of mountains and stuff, Janice? Yeah, well, that's the thing about it. You know, people get on these interstates and they think they got to run 75. Well, you don't have to. When I'm pulling a trailer, especially a big trailer, I set it on between 60 and 65 and just let it sit there and roll and stay over in the slow lane and let them worry about it. That's what them fast lanes are for. When I was running the roads all the time, delivering them RVs, well, you'd see them big motor homes, they'd be halfway up in the mountains, just hotter than a pistol. Yeah, it's an experience, Linda. You get used to it after a few days. You know, most people don't realize it, but we've got here in Texas, we've got mountains that are up around 727, 8,000. It's like I say, most people come through Texas on them two major highways, and you don't see anything on them. Yeah. Well, you know, in Texas, the speed limit's 80, 85 on 10 and on 20, and a lot of out there in that desert. You get through running there, that part of Texas, and then drop into New Mexico with 70-mile-an-hour speed limit, feel like you're crawling. I don't mind snow. I just don't like ice. Now, if I ever get rid of this crud. Rocky's outside. He's just crying, wanting in. Well, folks, I think I'm going to shut this thing down and see if I can't let it back down again. 2 o'clock. I appreciate y'all coming in, and I hope y'all can go to sleep too.